We have arrived in Norwich. So I would always come to visit David and then sneak upstairs, but that's where we started our secret affair. Today we are in London because we have a few business meetings to attend. Actually, our trip to England is going to be London, Cambridge and Norwich. And you get to know much later in the vlog why we're very excited to go to Norwich. I'm a bit tired because, as per usual, you guys know that David's specialty is literally booking the earliest flights ever. So yet again, it's been a very early flight. And that's why I wasn't able to vlog earlier because I literally was still waking up. David is checking us in. It's where we're staying. We're only staying for a day and a half in London, a day and a half in Cambridge, and a day and a half in Norwich. So it's quite a short trip. So I'm really excited that we can actually fit in these 3 cities. Our first business appointment or meeting is at 1 p.m. So we have a bit of time to get refreshed and then head out. Look who's checked in.
He's been flirting with everybody, the receptionist, all the other guests, you know, typical Kian at the moment at least. So ready to go to our rooms and finally get settled.
Okay, we need to go. Kian has just gone out.
You should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere with you is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way. 'Cause my heart screams, let me carry you home.
Aloha! So we're done with our first meeting and first agenda for London.
Yep.
That went really well. You know what? The good thing I love about these business meetings is the food.
Yes.
The food was
Great lunch.
so good.
Amazing lunch,
Thanks
yes.
guys, the food was so good. We're gonna get back to the hotel, rent a car in the morning,
Tomorrow morning, yes.
and then drive to Cambridge.
Wow,
Which is
exciting.
exciting.
Carry you home. Let me carry you home. Let me carry you home.
So guys, Adanna was way too tired this afternoon that she had to lie down. So Kian and I decided to go to Westfield Mall here in Stratford to do a bit of shopping and actually get some dinner as well for all of us. And we decided to get some Nando's, which Adanna will love. Probably have to head back soon because Kian is getting really tired, as you can see. And I wouldn't be surprised if Adanna is sleeping herself. So let's see, I'll be curious to see.
Yeah, I'm running for the cash. I come and go like a round. Putting in work like I'm way behind. Still
Good morning! What a beautiful morning in London. And you can clearly see that we're in London because, well, right now the sun is shining in my face, but it's wet and has been raining the whole night and whole morning. Adanna is packing our things at the moment because we're heading over to Cambridge this morning. We just need to get our car, which is what I'm doing right now.
About it. In reality, you're running out of options. Starting to see the coffin with the Bible preach. I'm way ahead on a private beach. My hair bleached on the cover of a magazine.
This is my breakfast. David, have you said hello this morning?
I have actually.
Well, I haven't.
I know. So we get the car here safely because London traffic is crazy. We parked the car, I've already packed everything. So the suitcases are in the car, we're having breakfast, and then we're heading off to Cambridge.
I just completed the checkout. Like Kian's happy now that David's here. Anyway, we're just throwing in well, David had initially thrown in everything into the back. We're trying to arrange that properly, and we're starting our road trip to Cambridge.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm out here watching all these phony ones. Yeah, and they be thinking about my own runs. Oh, how they gon' catch me when I'm all around. Oh, I can't.
We forgot Kian's hat, and we've had to borrow my friend's daughter's hat that's got the pom-poms in the back. Look at Kian.
They don't want the two be going on. I'm coming back with the money in the bag. The rubies in my lap, yeah, I'm running for the cash. I come and go like a round. Putting in the work like I'm way behind.
Okay, 1,
1, 2, 3. Whee! Hiya! Wait, what? Hiya! So we're out now with Hilani, Jonathan, and their kids, Nina and Mia. Hilani and I went to university in England here together, and she's one of my best friends. We've been in touch since we started uni in 2007. We got married a year after each other and had our kids a year after each other. Even though she's had 2, I'm pregnant for the 3rd one. I'm like, woman, I have no idea how you do it, but she's managing. She actually, after biomedicine, so when I went to med school, Hilani went to nursing school, so she's a nurse now working for the NHS, and her husband Jonathan is a pilot. They live here in Cambridge. Obviously they made the decision to move when they had kids, and it's a very, very kid-friendly area, and they're not so much of like internet people. That's why I'm not shoving the camera in their faces, but of course you did see them, and it's just lovely because I've only just seen photos and videos. This is my first time actually meeting the kids, so I got to meet 2 of them at the same time, and obviously haven't met the 3rd one, but I met the bump. She's gonna have a baby early next year, so that's exciting. Although Dad and I are freezing, Kian is having a great time.
Now, yeah, I'm out here watching all these phony ones. Yeah, and they be thinking about my own runs. Oh, how they gon' catch me when I'm all around. Oh, I can't see why I didn't call it out. I come and go like a round. They don't want the two be going on. I'm coming back with the money in the bag. The rubies.
Good morning, guys. A lovely day in Cambridge. This is our 2nd and last day here. We're just sort of playing a bit with the kids. Late in the afternoon we're heading out. Finally going to good old Norwich. And yeah, we're very excited. What's your name?
Nina.
It's Nina.
Daddy.
Daddy? No, I'm not Daddy.
Are we saying bye-bye? Can you say bye? Bye. So we've just said goodbye to Hilani and Jonathan and their kids. It was such a lovely, lovely catch-up. Like the last time I saw Hilani was at my wedding, and if you remember from the picture, Hilani was one of my bridesmaids. That's almost 4 years ago now. We're now on our way to Norwich, and the most exciting thing about Norwich is that that is where David and I met. It is, oh, it's going to bring back a lot of memories, because I don't think that we've been back in Norwich since we both graduated. So it's really nice to go there and just reminisce about our time there. We're going to go to the accommodation where David stayed, where I visited him a lot. And we're going to go and drive by the house where I lived with my sister when we were in uni, and the shopping mall where David and I did our grocery. We're just going to make a few drive-throughs and show Kian. Obviously he's not going to understand what we're on about. At one point after med school in Ireland, we actually considered moving back to Norwich. That's how connected I felt with Norwich. Okay, so it's about an hour 20 minutes, which is not bad.
No.
Kian is so exhausted. We just got in the car, right? Look at Kian. We have arrived in Norwich. Like, if I was to measure my happiness on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's a 12 or a 13. Literally, can you believe it, guys? 10 years ago, This is where I saw this beautiful place.
I know. Can you believe it? It was literally last month, 10 years ago. So about September 2007, I think we first met on campus.
My God. You know, guys, let me tell you, I've only just done on this camera, but I have cried.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen Adanna cry so much in such a short period of time. Always like, oh my God, this is...
Like-
5 meters.
Like, we were driving to the city and I was like, we got into Norwich and I was like, you don't even need a sat nav. I will be your sat nav.
I know.
And we drove to the famous streets where all the clubs are. It's called Prince of Wales.
But not even that, you remember KFC's, Asda's,
I remember
everything.
every restaurant, every takeout place. I was just like, David, look at this place, oh my God. I've never been so emotional. Tomorrow is going to be a food tour of our university and we might actually show you the place we hosted the first ACS event that which was the place I met David. Oh my God, it's just so romantic. Okay, we're going to dinner and then tomorrow is going to be a food tour. I'm so excited. Can you believe we're in Frankie and Venice? This used to be one of our absolute favorite restaurants and I was telling David about the amazing cocktails that they serve here.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of our birthday celebrations actually happen when we were at the university.
You used to have your birthday celebration opposite here, the riverbank.
Actually, yes.
That Chinese restaurant.
True, it's true.
And we used to have brown sugar. Do you remember?
Oh, yes.
We used to have brown sugar. It used to be this annual party
Crazy.
for when we were uni down the road here. So walking down this street, there's so much memory because there's an Odeon cinema right next to a Nando's. And that used to just be dinner and movies. It used to be absolutely amazing. We ended up coming to this place called Las Iguanas. So I think it's a Latin American because they have Brazilian, Argentinian cuisine, Peru as well. So we're actually just looking forward to trying it because this did not exist when we lived here in Norwich. I'm so excited, so proud. It's really crazy to think that I'm walking these same streets with my child. And these are the streets I walked in hills for events and parties and school nights and all that. And I'm here now with my husband and my child. It's really crazy. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's our first full day in Norwich and as you can see I am grinning. The whole day yesterday was spent trying to figure out the possibility of us moving to Norwich. Honestly, I've never been happier in a city. This is my favorite city in the world. Really.
Can you imagine?
Amazing. Today's going to be spent exploring all of the places that we used to go and the first place on our list is Chapelfield Mall,
Oh, yes.
which is where we did a lot of shopping when we were students.
It's incredible, like literally Adanna remembers almost every corner. But one thing that I noticed already, most of the things she remembers are the sort of the milestones around the city is actually restaurants. So
Yeah, I remember.
There's her favorite Indian restaurant, her favorite Asian restaurant. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, honestly, I can write a book about the best restaurants in Norwich and they're really, really good. So we remember walking down this street with all the live music and it's just beautiful. I'm walking down smiling at everyone, thinking everyone's my friend, and in my head I'm thinking, do you remember when I used to live here 10 years ago? But obviously nobody remembers me.
Let's get these shots.
emotional about being back here is that 90% of the cafes, restaurants, structures, everything is still the same as we left it. Because you know that you could come back to a city and they've either demolished things or changed things and you don't feel as connected. Everything is still the same.
Yeah.
And David and I are talking about walking down, and we can't believe that we're actually walking down Norwich holding hands, because obviously like when we started seeing each other we didn't want a lot of people to know, so we wouldn't obviously walk around in public, let alone holding hands. So
now we can.
That's something that's really sweet as well.
With our first child. How amazing.
So then I would just let go to the beat in the streets, every freak out singing like, singing like, party like, freaking out to the beat, yeah we freak out singing like, singing like, party like, freaking out to the beat, yeah we freak out singing like. Where's the fun in doing what you're told? I don't mind even though I lose control. Oh, I just wanna have a good time, so call me whenever, cause a night like this it never gets old.
Vlogging live from Chapelfield Mall.
This is where Adanna spent most of her weekends shopping.
Most of the stores are still here, I recognize them, but they've actually, oh my god, look at that Swarovski store.
Nice.
What?
They have upgraded for sure since
They-
10 years ago.
They definitely upgraded this place, but House of Fraser, which is in front of me, is still very much the same, and all the stores, look at this, I'll just show you a 360. Oh my god, definitely doesn't feel like I'm in Norwich. Definitely doesn't feel like that.
I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time, call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so then I would just let go to the beat in the streets, every freak out singing like, singing like, party like, freaking out to the beat, yeah we freak out singing like.
Guys, so we're now in University of East Anglia, UEA. Oh
So
my
emotional
god.
driving in actually. That drive still looks the exact same way it used to.
Oh my god, we're heading to the sports park because I was obsessed with coming here. They have an Olympic-sized pool and the gym facilities are just amazing.
It is actually one of the best in the UK.
So call me whenever, 'cause a night like this it never gets old. Oh no, we don't
Okay, so we're not going
To
to the
campus.
main highlight of today, okay? The accommodation that David and I lived at separate times,
Yes, yes.
but that's where we started our secret affair.
What
Ha,
did you just say?
ha.
never gets old.
This is the highlight of this trip. Do you see that building behind us, Britain House? That was where I first stayed in my first year here in UEA. I lived there.
Yes.
And eventually, well, we're going to show you where David stayed first. But eventually he became one of the resident tutors of Britain House as well. But then I had moved off campus. My sister and I had our house. So I would always come to visit David and I'll park here and then sneak upstairs. But
Literally sneak.
but
in the
most of
middle
my
the night.
friends recognize my car anyway. So eventually they'll text me like, Adanna, we see your car in front of Britain House. Don't even pretend. We know who you're going to see. It's so crazy to be standing here. It's
It is
amazing,
weird, yeah.
David. It is amazing.
It is crazy. It is weird. It is really surreal, but very nice. I'm so glad. So happy to be back. This is the LCR and this is where all of the school parties happened. Literally. Crazy. A lot of the concerts, well, anybody who comes to perform here at UEA, they'll perform in the LCR.
Even, would you remember on the ACS fashion show?
Yes, the international fashion.
We both walked on this.
We did actually.
On this
We
stage.
did, yeah. Or there was a boxing fight, boxing event, for example, happening here as well.
I hardly remember this place in daylight, honestly, because it's mostly dark with lots of music and rotating lights. Shout out to everyone who was in our set in UEA, Ugo, Adiza, Isa, Dennis, Adama, Wendy, Fermi, Tunde.
Wow.
Oh my God, Farida.
Amazing.
Shout out to all of you. Lindona, Prina, Utando.
So overwhelming. You like a song to which my heartbeat is playing. Like oh na 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 na, it's poison.
So that's where David had all of his lectures, because he went to
my
the School
building.
of International Development. So this is where he went to
Arts
school.
1. That's where I spent most of my days here.
I'm going to show you where I had most of my lectures. Anyway, it's not here. So we're at the square here, where a lot of social events happened during our
everything
time.
happens, actually.
But everything happens in the
Everything.
square. Basically like a chill point for students. Like,
You leap and I can't get over it, 'cause girl you're so overwhelming. Like oh na na, yeah, I can't hold it.
so we've given ourselves the best tour of UEA. But one thing that I've noticed is the lack of rabbits. So when we were here, literally there were a gazillion rabbits running around the place, and I have no idea where all the rabbits are.
I know, there were literally
if you're still in
thousands.
UEA and you have an idea what happened to all the rabbits, please leave a comment below, because I am genuinely interested in finding out about these rabbits.
You're so overwhelming.
Now this really brings back memories from you guys, because that is actually where I stayed in my first year. So this is called Norfolk Terrace. They have Norfolk and Suffolk Terrace, and these are really iconic buildings actually here in the UK actually. They were built I think in the 70s or something, and yeah, this is where I stayed. Incredible accommodation if you're here at UEA or you're planning to go to UEA. Incredible lifestyle as a first year student for sure, but yeah, lots of memories. You can see on the balconies there we used to stay, and then in the summer, especially when the weather is better, we used to have a lot of picnics out here. But yeah, so this is where I used to stay, and it's also very close to all the lecture halls and everything behind me here. So man, yeah, Norfolk Terrace, man. That's incredible, honestly. It's still strange that we're here.
So guys, we didn't actually tell you why we're here in Norwich. So I got invited by the University of East Anglia Afro-Caribbean Society to talk on career development, and when I got that invite I was like, yes, I'm coming. Definitely said yes, because I knew that I was going to bring back a lot of lovely memories being here, and also because the ACS is where David and I met for the first time 10 years ago. So this is almost like marking our 10-year anniversary, coming back to where we first met.
It's a no-brainer.
So it was a no-brainer. I was like, definitely. And now we're dressed and ready to go to the event.
It's about to start any minute. Kian, are you excited? Yeah, he doesn't really know.
He doesn't.
But we're certainly excited. So yeah, excited to meet a lot of people now, hopefully from UEA,
Yeah,
and reminisce about our time.
definitely.
I know say you carry comfort, oh yeah, comfort. You know I've my diami, you know I've my diami, give me love, oh, see I love the way you smile, baby, give me love, oh, baby. For your love I go celebrate. For your love, oh, I go jubilate. Baby, wait, check out your relate. See I love your backside and sexy figure 8. Baby, wait, check out your relate. See I love your backside and your sexy figure 8. Give me love, my baby girl. For your grace I declare so. Anything you want, just tell me, girl. I go help you purchase, oh. For this kind love, I love you, girl. I know.
So we've just finished the UEA event and we've come back to our hotel room. It was such a lovely bunch of people. Yeah, shout out to everybody on the ACS committee who put together such an amazing event. Honestly, these students are really proactive, and you can tell that they're really determined and ambitious, and so open-minded to learn as much as they can, and honestly it was such a great event, so thank you so much.
Yes, and it was a great attendance as well. It was great to see so many people to spare the evening to come and see everybody on the panel, and yeah, great feedback, great responses.
Kieran's fast asleep now because he's exhausted. We have a very early morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we have to start driving from Norwich to Stansted at about 5 a.m.
Yeah, no, a little bit later. I think maybe 6ish or something.
Oh,
but
maybe
still,
6
Yeah, but
a.m.
still waking up at 5, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's an early start tomorrow, but I'm just gonna go to bed very happy. See you guys tomorrow on our trip.
Good night for now.
David,
I don't know.
bye.
Give me love, my baby girl, for your kiss I did.
Good morning. Last day in Norwich, or actually last morning to be honest. We have fully packed and ready to go. Oh, are we not? Somebody's not liking those early mornings.
No. Let me tell you, I woke up half an hour before you. I've been up since 5 o'clock and I intend to sleep on the drive back to Stansted, in the plane to Dublin, on the drive back home. So it's like, there's no way I'm putting an ounce of makeup on this face because I'm going to sleep.
We're going to check out now and then make our way to Stansted.
This is Kian ready this morning. Kian jumped in his buggy. He's like, guys, I am so ready to go.
Love, oh, give me love, oh, see I love the way you smile, baby. Give me love, oh, baby. For your love, I go celebrate. For your love, oh, I go jubilate. Baby, wait, check out your relate. See I love your backside and sexy figure 8. Baby, wait, check out your relate. See I love your backside and your sexy figure 8. Come give me love, my baby girl. For your case, I declare so. Anything you want, just tell me, girl. I go help you purchase. Oh.
It's amazing what Starbucks doing for breakfast. Super scrambled eggs, tomato and spinach, spicy chorizo with poached egg and potato. And Kian is having a mango and coconut smoothie.
Baby girl, I'm down for you. Let nobody come for you. I'm your body, you're my soul. Don't you worry.
Hey guys, so we finally landed in Dublin. I was true to my word because I basically slept the entire trip. So David is loading the car now. Kian's already in the car. Thank you so much for watching.
We had the best time in the UK. London was great, some good meetings, but then of course the very
Cambridge and Norwich.
Cambridge of course was great as well to see some old friends, but then of course Norwich was absolute the tip of the iceberg. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming with us.
And see you in the next travel vlog.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Don't make me wait, oh. Magic,